Welcome to The Creative Missionary, the podcast for songwriters, vocalists, storytellers, and artists who believe their gifts are more than just self-expression. They're tools for God's mission. Today, we journey to the highlands of northern Ethiopia, to one of the most extraordinary worship spaces in the world, the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela. These sanctuaries, carved directly into volcanic stones in the 12th and 13th centuries, are not only architectural wonders, they are living soundscapes. The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela was built by King Lalibela in the 12th century to create a New Jerusalem in Ethiopia, providing a pilgrimage site for Christians after Jerusalem was conquered by Muslims. That was their way of accessing the Holy Land. The underground architect also served as a way to protect them from invaders. Lalibela is home to 11 medieval monolithic churches, carved out by first digging downward into the earth and removing a significant amount of the earth. And then, from a single block of volcanic rock, a church is chiseled and carved out. In other words, these churches were built by removing rock rather than adding materials. This unique construction created more than sacred architecture. It created natural acoustics that amplify and transform the human voice. The porous volcanic rock absorbs and reflects sound, producing a resonance that feels both intimate and infinite. So what is the sound of worship like inside one of these churches? The stone walls magnify and sustain the sound, so that a single note lingers long after it's sung. Drums, sistrums, and rhythmic hand claps echo through the carved chambers, creating a heartbeat within the worship space. The result is a soundscape that envelops the worshipers. Even visitors who don't understand the language are moved by the acoustics. The resonance communicates transcendence, opening hearts before theology is explained. In cultures where literacy was historically limited, music and acoustics became the primary way to transmit scripture and faith. The rock-hewn churches embody this truth. The gospel is not only read, it is sung, echoed, and felt. The missional power of these acoustics lie in their ability to carry the word beyond language, reaching the heart through resonance, rhythm, and beauty. Sound is not just aesthetics. It's got spiritual power. For today's creative missionaries, the rock-hewn churches of Ethiopia remind us that the environment where we worship can amplify the message. People are drawn to beauty, and beautiful sounds can open hearts to God. Even without translation, the sound of worship can communicate God's presence. When we create music and worship experiences, we're not just making art. We're shaping encounters with the divine. The rock-hewn churches of Ethiopia are more than just monuments. They are living testimonies of how God uses sound, space, and song to draw people to himself. Their acoustics remind us that the sound of worship is not just heard, it is felt through the human heart. Thanks for joining me on The Creative Missionary. If today's episode inspired you, please subscribe for more and share it with a fellow creative in your church or network who needs a reminder that their creative gifts matter and that creativity is for a purpose far greater than just self-expression. It's for God's mission. That's all for now. Keep creating, keep serving, and keep carrying the mission forward.